Hey, everybody. I want to share with you today a way of eating that is helpful for preventing neuroinflammation. Neuroinflammation is a fancy way to say inflammation that happens in the brain, the spinal cord, and then the nerves. And there's a specific way to eat that can help prevent this and even reverse it. Now, I like to be very conscious of your preferences when it comes to delivering nutrition information. There is no cookie cutter way for everybody to eat. I'm a big believer of that. And there's three components that I think are incredibly important when developing a nutrition plan. The first piece is your preferences. So this comes down to food preferences and also texture, flavor, freshness. And how busy are you? How easy is it for you to get food right now? Thinking about food access and then also food preparation. So I always look at your food preferences and make sure that is this going to be aligned? Is this going to be helpful? The second piece is thinking about your social and ethical preferences. Now, some of you might prefer to be plant-based. Some of you might prefer more carnivore. So thinking about these preferences is so important to me, and I want to make sure that that aligns. The third piece of what we're going to be talking about a lot today is eating for alignment with your health goals. Now, some people, there's vast amount of health goals as to why people might eat. Some people might want to be reversing something that's already present. Maybe they're wanting to reverse diabetes or lose weight. Maybe they're wanting to decrease inflammation. Maybe they're wanting their skin to be healthier. So ways that we can eat to help reverse. There's also ways that if you're having a health goal of something you're wanting to go towards, maybe you're training for something, or maybe you're wanting to prevent diseases from happening. There is some amazing research done by Dr. Lori Mishley on how to eat to prevent neuroinflammation, especially Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Now, when it comes to neuroinflammation and health in general, there is a lot of research done on the Mediterranean diet. That's a lot of what I recommend as a baseline, a backbone, if you will. It's plant forward, lots of fruits and veggies, lots of nuts and seeds, oils, healthy fats, and good protein. And research backs this. That's one of the reasons why I have it as a backbone for most nutrition plans that I create. However, we can even fine tune that more for if you're wanting to prevent Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, especially if they run in your family, or it's just one of your health goals. So I want to highlight Dr. Lori Mishley's research for you, and we can do it with a game. So this game is called the Pro 21 Diet. Now, I want you to think about your last 30 days. Now, this is the research article I'll put here in the comments below. So if you want to go looking more at the research, it's really fascinating. And this is directly from her research. So the Pro 21 diet looks at your last month. So get a tally, get a piece of scrap paper or even on your phone, something where you can write things down. We're going to come up with a score. So during the past month, if you have bought organically grown food when possible, most days over the past month, you get 1 point. So tally it up, 1 point. If you cook most of your own food, you get another point. And think about over the past month, if you've been cooking most of your food for the past 30 days. For the past 30 days, if you use spices liberally, you get 1 point. Over the past 30 days, you get 1 point if you are eating a half a cup of nuts or 4 tablespoons of a nut butter or seed butter spread daily. So every day over the past month, or most days over the past month, if you've had 4 tablespoons of nut butter or seed butter and a half a cup of nuts, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days, you have had 2 tablespoons of olive oil daily, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days, you have had 1 cup of fresh fruit or the equivalent of 2 medium fruits most every day, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have had a half a cup of fresh vegetables or fresh vegetables 5 or more times per week, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have had 4 ounces of fish, this is about the equivalent of the size of a deck of cards. You've had seafood or shellfish 2 or more times per week, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have had 8 ounces of wine, so a glass of wine, 2 or more times per week, you get a point. You know, celebrate. If over the past 30 days you have had 8 ounces of coffee 2 or more times per day, you get 1 point. I know that this is very interesting because a lot of times people get mixed signaling on a lot of these things that we've talked about already, especially wine and coffee. They can be gray area zones. In the research, this is shown to be beneficial for preventing neuroinflammation, preventing Parkinson's. So it's exciting. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit confusing, but you are brilliant people. I know that you've got this. So if over the past 30 days you have had no dairy, no ice cream, no butter, no milk, no cheese, no yogurt, you get 1 point. If you have had dairy, just 0 points. So if you've had dairy in the past month, no points. If you've had dairy less than 1 time per month, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have not touched an artificial sweetener, no aspartame, no saccharin, no diet drinks, you get 1 point. If you have had some, no points. If over the past 30 days you have not had pork, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have not had beef, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have not had chicken, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have not touched any fried food, no corn chips, potato chips, French fries, donuts, 1 point. My brain went to the many more fried foods that could be listed. But 1 point if you have not had any fried foods. If you have had fried foods, no points. If over the past 30 days you have not had any juice, so 8 ounces or a glass of juice, no juice over the past 30 days, you get 1 point. If you've had juice, no points. If over the past 30 days you have not had any sugar, this means cane sugar, you avoid cane sugar, you get 1 point. If you have honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar, you can have a point as well. But if you've had any cane sugar at all, even if it was in a little bit of tea or you had a cookie one time, no points. So if the statement is true that I avoid sugar, 1 point. Okay. Last couple. If over the past 30 days you have not had any soda, any diet soda, regular, any pop, any soda pop, any sody pop, wherever in the world you pronounce this, if you've had no soda over the past 30 days, you get 1 point. If over the past 30 days you have not had any refined grains, this means pastas, bread, pastries, crusts, crackers, thinking about anything that was processed or ultra processed, even if it was just one time. No points if you've had it at all. If you've avoided refined grains completely, 1 point. Then lastly, canned foods, tomatoes, tomato sauce, even beans, canned fruit, veggies, soups. If you have not had any canned foods over the past 30 days, you get 1 point. If you've had some, no points. So one of the things that Dr. Mishley had shared as an example in her talk, I got to see her at the medical conference all about the gut-brain connection, which you all know is my favorite. She had said that, think about if you had one slice of pizza this month, you would have gotten the dairy, refined grains, and canned foods. So even just one slice of pizza per month can put you at a higher risk of these neuroinflammatory diseases. Okay. So you have your tallies. Now, drum roll. How many points did you have? Ideally, this is less than, excuse me, ideally, this is more than 14. So if you had more than 14, celebrate amazing work. You are putting yourself at lower risk of neuroinflammation, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's. If you had less than 14, then there's some work to do if this aligns with your goals. So, if you're wanting help on how to eat like this, what does that mean that you have to give up all of your fun? Absolutely not. I want food to be enjoyable for you. I want it to align with all three of your facets of you, your preferences, your social, your ethics, your health goals. There are ways to eat that doesn't compromise your livelihood. So let me know in the comments below how I can best support you. And I am excited to hear what your numbers are and how we can move forward from there. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.